Did you know that some of the most extraordinary things about Jesus are the ones many people have never heard? Today, let's look at 40 amazing facts about Jesus. His life, teachings, and legacy that might surprise you, inspire you, and remind you of who he truly is. Jesus' name in Hebrew is Yeshua, which means, the Lord saves. He was born in Bethlehem, a town whose name means house of bread. His birth fulfilled over 300 Old Testament prophecies. The shepherds who first saw him were considered low in society, showing that Jesus came for everyone. The three wise men, Caspar, Melchior, and Balthazar, likely arrived when Jesus was a toddler, not a newborn. Jesus never wrote a book. Yet more books have been written about him than anyone else in history. He never traveled more than 100 miles from where he was born. Jesus spoke at least 3 languages: Aramaic, Hebrew, and Greek. His ministry lasted only about 3 years, but it changed the world forever. Jesus often taught in parables, short stories with deep spiritual truths. Jesus performed over 30 recorded miracles, including raising the dead. He healed people instantly, sometimes even from a distance. His first miracle was turning water into wine at a wedding. He calmed storms with just his words. Even his enemies admitted he performed many miraculous signs. Jesus showed kindness to people society rejected: lepers, tax collectors, and sinners. He wept for others, even knowing he could change their fate. He fed thousands with just a few loaves and fish. He forgave those who crucified him. He laid down his life willingly. No one took it from him. Jesus was betrayed by one of his own disciples for 30 pieces of silver, the price of a slave. The darkness that fell during his crucifixion is confirmed by several historical sources outside the Bible. When the temple curtain tore in two, it symbolized that all people could now approach God directly. Jesus was buried in a borrowed tomb, because he only needed it for 3 days. Over 500 people witnessed him alive after his resurrection. Jesus said, "I am the light of the world." He promised, "I will never leave you nor forsake you." He said, "Love your enemies, and pray for those who persecute you." He taught that greatness comes through serving others. And he said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." Jesus' message spread across the world, without armies or wealth. The calendar we use today, BC and AD, centers on his birth. His words have been translated into more languages than any other text. Billions of people still follow his teachings, over 2,000 years later. Even non-believers recognize his influence on history and morality. Jesus promised to prepare a place for us in his Father's house. He told us the greatest commandment is to love God and love others. He said that faith the size of a mustard seed can move mountains. He promised to return one day, in glory and truth. And most importantly, he is still alive, and his love for you never ends.